Welcome back to the debate. We are opening up to questions at this stage. Rahul Mehra is with us of the Aam Aadmi Party. His turn to take questions next. Siddharth Nath Singh of the BJP. Welcome. Rahul Mehra, just one question, few specific questions. Yogendra Yadav says that the Aam Aadmi Party will work for more reservation for disadvantaged groups and they will increase caste-based reservations. Manish Sisodia says that this kind of process of caste-based reservations is bad and should end. Now, and that political parties should stop, in fact, he says, acting as pressure groups on behalf of one caste or the another. Two completely diametrically different points of view on a very critical national subject. Who should we believe?
None of them. You should believe when we come out with a manifesto, and the manifesto is going to talk about what the party stand is, what the party thinks about on these issues. All of these issues are being debated, and they're being debated with 33 committees that we have on different subjects. And these can be, you know, we all are people with our own minds. We all might have our own personal opinions. But our party position is going to be a position.
So are we to are we to say that there is? Are we to say that one second? You can say we can take more. So what was being said in December 2012 by Manish Sisodia or on January 6th by Yogendra Yadav is not to be believed?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they have their own viewpoint. Those viewpoints are going to be put before the committees. The committees are there, and these are senior members who are also part of those committees. But there is a democratic process which is on. And once the democratic process
don't have a position on reservations,
those positions will be clear
so you don't have a position on reservations
before you.
You know, this Aam Aadmi Party fielded Commando Surinder Singh, who fought Pakistan terrorists in 26/11. I want to know, what is your position on Pakistan? Are you for the Manmohan Singh approach, you keep talks going on despite incidents of terror, or are you of the view that closer to the BJP, that terror and talks don't coexist?
Arnab, again, I will remind you that, refer to our press conference. In the press conference,
no, what is your position?
There is no position as of today. We have just 2 days back expressed.
How can there be no position?
I am telling you.
No position.
The position is that we are deliberating on these very serious issues. These are serious national issues.
I'm sorry. But I find in your website, either you believe your only position is that of populism. Because you have no position, then I think you should take off, all the things which you say there about Surinder Singh. You say he's India's pride, he served the Indian Army, he did this in Kargil, Operation Black Thunder, 26/11 attacks, etc., etc. And, if he's an active member of the party, then I assume that your position would be the kind of position that does not allow, it does not accept any form of terror and talks going together. But today you tell me you have no position.
Yes, because the positions are being discussed. The positions are evolving. I'm not going to take a position because I happen to be in a studio where Arnab Goswami wants us to take a position. I'm sorry, that's not the way.
Not Arnab Goswami, Rahul Mehra. I'll open the phone lines now and you can ask all the people here.
Simple.
I'm asking a question
anybody who has a divergent view.
No, it's not Arnab Goswami.
Anybody who has a divergent view on your show or does not answer to your question should not be taken personally by you as if it's a battle between you and the person you have invited on your show. It is not. You have asked me a question. You might like my answer, you might not like my answer. Does not mean that you...
it's not like or... I feel...
This is our stated position, Arnab, and you should respect that.
Rahul Mehra, may I please? I feel no position on an issue of Pakistan. No position on the issue of reservations is a rather strange position.
It is not, because we have only expressed our desire to be national 2 days back. And you need to give us our time. You need to give us our time to evolve, to develop these positions and place it before the nation. We are not running anywhere, but we will...
Rahul Mehra, you can evolve, but you must have...
You can't set the deadline.
So I understand.
Sorry, you can't.
Rahul, can I please tell you something as an old soldier with white hair who's fought many wars? When we saw you boys waving the national flag, we were thrilled. We thought, here are people who have their heart in the right place. But then when we started getting more of the same, The same ASPA, the same human rights abuses, the same, demonizing of the army, delegitimizing of its operations. For God's sake, give us a break. We have lost 10,000 men defending that state. And now we are told that if we, with a referendum held on the SMSs, you are going to give it away.
Siddharth Nath Singh.
Misinterpreted. It's misconstrued.
Siddharth Nath Singh.
We have never said that a referendum should be there. I'm sorry, this is not my party's stated position. Arnab Arvind has said there cannot be a referendum as far as it is the centre and the state's call.
Prashant Bhushan.
As far as infiltration is concerned, external defense is concerned.
First of all,
not in the hands of,
one minute. Rahul.
Is a real, how many political parties have given a ticket, even for an MLA, to a break?
You must know one second, Siddharth, and then callers
who have recognized our armed forces and its people and given them a ticket and given them a voice.
You see, Vinod Mehta also said this before. He said, and he says, why are you getting so concerned? Prashant Bhushan's position for the longest time. Well, Prashant Bhushan wasn't a leader of a party with national ambitions, flying from Chennai to Thiruvananthapuram, stitching up alliances and saying that we are going to get over 100 seats in the Lok Sabha. Simple. You're not running an NGO anymore. You're running a political party, and don't be surprised if I ask those questions out there. Okay, one sec. Siddharth Nath Singh, before our first callers, I can tell you.
Arnab.
Callers. Okay, Siddharth Nath Singh.
Arnab, all what I am hearing now on your channel, that they have no ideology, they have not formulated any positions on the national issues, and they are just going to work for camera, governance through camera, and all sorts of populism they will throw. But that is not what the India wants, and certainly the India is looking at some governance. When you talk about contesting 100 seats or more, I'm sure you have to think larger than Delhi and say, these are my positions on certain things which are of national interest. But with this kind of populism, and then coming on a national channel and say that we will not take a position because Mr. Arnab Goswami is asking, I think it is a farce, and it disheartens when you think about what Mr. Bhushan had said. Bhushan says he's not an activist. We all must understand he's not an activist. He is a senior leader of a newly born party, and they have decided to contest over 300 seats. And at the same time, they are referring to referendum of removal of army without realizing, or they have realized, that there is a movement in Taliban, in Afghanistan, where NATO is gone, the Americans have gone. There will be a lot of jihadis. Pakistan will pump all of them into India, and that is where Jammu and Kashmir seriousness has to be taken.
Does referendum mean massacre?
What?
Does referendum translate into the word massacre?
I think
referendum is the first step of democracy.
No.
What's wrong with the referendum?
A referendum is not the army.
Oh my God. You can ask the army also. He never said don't ask the army. He said but also ask the people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh.
Rahul Mehra.
That's all he said.
Please understand.
And all hell is broken.
National security and defense. National security and defense doesn't belong to a state. It is a center subject.
The relationship of Kashmir
we know what
with
the people
India
of Ladakh want. We know what the people of Jammu want. And we are quite
I haven't finished my line of questioning. One second, gentlemen. I haven't finished my line of questioning with the Aam Aadmi Party. And I'm not putting any words in this part. As Rahul Mehra said at 9:55 as I went into the break, he says, you're putting words in my mouth. I'm not putting any words. I am quoting his leaders for him. Our first caller from Sagar is Sagar from Bangalore. Sagar, sorry to keep you waiting. Go ahead.
No problem. Firstly, I have something to say to our Kashmiri panelists who are on board. See, I'll tell you my opinion as to why we don't want to hear to what Kashmiris have to say. That's because of very simple reason, like politicians like you and separatists have already corrupted their minds. If they were to be shown real India, they would have loved India. One. Second thing, I want to speak to the Aam Aadmi Party representative, Mr. Rahul, and tell him that Indian youth has a hope in the form of any political government who wants to bring in change and not populism. And if you have done so much of groundwork for Delhi and you have hardly done any groundwork on a national scenario, you don't have a stance. So how can someone trust you? First, please go back to the drawing board. Get your facts right. Get your positions right. Have a stand and stay by it.
He'll respond to you now, Sagar. Sagar is a marketing manager from Bangalore. Sagar, thank you for your call. Stay on the line. Listen to Rahul Mehra responding to you. Rahul Mehra's turn to respond. We'll keep it fast. Rahul Mehra.
Arnab, I couldn't agree more with Sagar. Sagar is absolutely right in what he's saying. I think the people of India have a lot of hope and aspirations from a party like ours, which is just an instrument to express the views and the aspirations of the people of India. Take it from me, I give my word.
What is your position
Take it from me, I give my word on your channel that we shall not disappoint the people of India on any issue, be it Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And as far as the only thing that I'm expecting from you, Arnab, and from Sagar and every Indian is that please give us our time. We are actually on the drawing board. We have 33 committees which are deliberating on very serious issues. And we shall come before the people of India.
We are just trying to make sure. We are just trying to make sure.
Much before the election.
There has to be, one second. There is nothing called. No, there's nothing called. No, there is nothing called. There is nothing called, ideological, complete ideological homogeneity. All that I'm saying is that you can't be a mix of right and left. Left and right, black and white, completely grey about issues. I mean, you can't even tell me tonight. I'm sure you can't tell me. I can challenge you.